Hey everybody, my name is Danny.
I'm Anthony.
Eddie.
Rick.
Justin.
Hey, I'm Andrew.
And this is Pointless Agenda, a show where we generally just hang out, talk about whatever we feel like. We all love video games, so expect to hear plenty about that.
I hate video games.
Yeah, well, some of us hate video games. And apparently this is now the drink beer and have a beard cast minus Andrew having a beard.
Yeah, I should.
Ruined it.
All clean
I
shaven.
remember my first beer.
Sorry.
I don't know about what beard is Anthony rocking. I don't see
He's
any.
got a little scruff.
Fucking stubble.
He's got a scruff going on.
You had a
That's
beard in fourth
literally
grade. That doesn't count.
that length is literally like you trimmed your pubes and then you glued them on your face. That's literally what that is.
You know, man, what do you got? Huh? What do you got? You're looking.
I got full-grown pubes on my face. That's
Yo,
what
I
I
was
got.
gonna
Look at
go
this.
for neck beard, but
So this is like
it's glued
six
to the face. Much better. Much better.
If you see a picture of Justin from grade school, he had a full beard.
He really did. No, he really did. I think
Yo,
at 13 you had a full beard.
Sixth grade is when I started growing a beard. that it's that area, like 12 years old.
That's honestly how it is.
He hit puberty in like third grade.
Justin, how tall were you in 6th grade? Weren't you like?
I was 5'11".
Oh,
Shit, man.
Oh my god, I
Christ,
remember.
man, you're-
No, I remember
you're
me and you
my-
had CCD together, and you were like a million feet tall to my like 3'2".
You
How
should've-
tall are you now, Justin?
3
I'm
foot 2.
6'2" now.
6'2".
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Jeez.
So
I wish
who's
I
the
was
tallest
taller.
one here?
I think.
So Justin's.
All right, how tall
are you, Andrew?
6'5".
Yo, you and Tucker are
Damn, girl.
behemoths. I hate-
Yeah, Tucker was way taller than I thought he would be.
Yeah, I was like,
Amazons over here.
I wish I
There's
was like
something
a
in the
solid,
soil.
I wish I was like a solid 6'7", 6'8".
You really don't. You really don't.
I wish I was
I even
5'10".
wish I was a 6.
Oh, poor Ant. He's such a pizza.
Well, you're like 4'3".
Yo, I was just about to bring up. I hate when you tell people like, oh yeah, Ant's like 3'3". Leave him alone.
He just gets like incrementally shorter every
I'm
time we
fine.
describe him.
I'm 5'8" and a
It's
half.
actually the height of a can of Pringles.
That's why I always said he was a can of Pringles.
I
Oh,
can't. I can't. I don't think I can do this, guys.
No, Andrew's gonna explode by the end of this. It's okay. We want him to explode.
Danny, you didn't change your picture, dude. I hate you.
Oh, I'm sorry. My Skype picture is this really creepy SpongeBob rendition. It's actually quite scary.
Bad.
I don't. Yeah, I think it's Spangbab.
Thank
You guys know what
yeah.
Spangbab is.
Fucking Suicide Squidward. What the fuck is it called, Anthony?
Oh,
Suicide.
that's just a creepy pasta.
That's SpongeBob thing, creepypasta, right?
Yeah.
I think I read
yeah,
that.
That was super, super.
That was
freaked
really
out, man.
dark.
Right? Yeah. Well, all right. Eddie thought I was being a bitch about it. I thought it was creepy.
All right, it wasn't like
Yeah,
keep
you're
you up at
being-
night
you're
creepy,
being
but
mad
I was
pussy
just
about
dark for a SpongeBob story.
It's like Suicide Mouse.
I guess so, yeah.
But no, you want to know what the difference is? There's actually a survival guide to Suicide Mouse made by the good old Kitty 0706.
Oh, kitty.
That- Yeah, have you seen that shit?
No, I actually.
We're not supposed to be drinking, right? Forgot.
Why are we not supposed to be drinking?
Man,
Are we
this
not
is
Burger's way ahead of
Who
you.
said we can't drink?
prison, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have a coffee.
Because like it covers half of my fucking camera.
Well, you don't. You're not gonna keep it up like, okay, I'm gonna drink this, and here we go. Here's it's front of my face.
Well, Eddie does have a tendency to like hide in the corner and just.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
be seen by the dad.
Dude, I'm a shy grill. I don't want to be in camera.
Oh, he's such a girl.
Shy gorilla.
Actually, you know what? Let me. This is how shy I am home.
Oh boy. All right. So it's the hood
All
cast
right.
now.
You know,
It's the hood cast.
the fucking podcast with the fucking Unabomber over
Oh. Oh my God. What happened to his voice?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he sounds like a demon, and it's great.
Iba da da quista.
Oh no, voice mods. Too intense.
My bad. That's my voice modulator.
You think?
All right.
No, that's actually my real voice. I've been
So,
modulating my
guys.
voice this whole time.
Yes.
What's up?
How you doing?
Recently, Ant, you finished Dark Souls 2. And I know, Eddie, you're currently playing it. And you weren't impressed, were you?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, measured up next to Dark Souls 1. But that's kind of unfair because Dark Souls 1 is like one of my favorite games of all time. So measuring up a game to that is just rough.
The way I
Like,
honestly feel about it is that Dark Souls 1 it's actually harder than Dark Souls 2, which is fucking stupid.
It is. It is. It's definitely harder.
Well,
But then at the same time, it's weird because you're kind of used to Dark Souls 1. You're kind of you know what to expect almost, and you know kind of how to like fight bosses and I don't
No,
know.
but that's-
Dark Souls 1 warms you up to it. Like, would Dark Souls 2 be harder if you never played Dark Souls 1? Like, probably
Not
probably.
really, because it even sets you up because you get the life gems, the what the fuck are they called? The radiant life gems, all that stuff. You get that. So like from the start, you got multiple healing items, kind of like in the first one. Like in the first one, you got a bunch of weed to heal yourself with, and I'm not even kidding, that's actually weed. Like I can show you a picture right now of the healing items in Dark Souls 1. It's literally just weed.
watched
Is it just
something
a
about
cannabis
that,
leaf?
Justin's kind of game.
I was like, oh god, I love Dark Souls 2.
Blaze Souls.
So do you feel like Dark Souls 1 just prepped you way too much for this then? Like it just made you too good at Dark Souls and now you just find Dark Souls 2 easy?
I don't know if it made me too good at Dark Souls, but it made, I don't know, it made me create habits for Dark Souls 2, which make Dark Souls 2 easier.
Well, maybe it's just like kind of like comparing the first Matrix versus like Matrix Reloaded or like the rest
That's
of
not
the
true,
trilogy.
because
Yeah.
Because
that's
I
not
mean,
really
like,
true, because
you can't make the comparison because it's like most of the time what happens is somebody like releases something and it's supposed to be like standalone, right? And then they're like, oh, this is really successful. I guess here's a second one. Here you go.
Disney
I mean,
tried
not,
that.
not saying that that's like Dark Souls because I haven't played either one, so I can't say that about
Yeah, neither
that.
have I.
But I'm just like,
Yeah.
No, but
Nah.
then you can use that same logic. Like I was saying, like look at Mass Effect 1 compared to Mass Effect 2.
Well, they were two completely different games.
They are two completely different games. I personally
Gameplay-wise.
gameplay. I love Mass Effect 1.
Yes.
It's my favorite one.
Yes. I can tell by the hat, buddy.
Really fast, Mass Effect 1. I didn't know that the Mako had a secondary firing feature until
Oh
about
my God.
the end of the game.
So
I was
you were sitting there like,
I had
this
to
really
do-
sucks.
fighting Thresher Maws with just the machine gun was so
oh
tight.
my god,
You stupid fuck.
Rick, I'm so sorry.
Rick, that must have been like the hardest game for you then.
It was a
That's
pain.
that's
The
literally
make-
like playing like that's something that's like playing Halo and not knowing you can switch weapons.
Oh, Jesus. Or Halo 2 and you didn't know you could pick up a second weapon.
Oh yeah,
God.
dual wielding.
Yeah.
All right, you can't do that in Halo 2. Shit.
Yeah, man, that was big when that came
caring
out.
about Halos and Call of Duties because they were just the same game.
Halo,
You
Halo,
jump higher
2,
in Halo.
Halo 2 was the best Halo.
Yeah, but like, how can we really be mad about it? Because when it comes down to it, it's all the same game, but we keep buying it. So
They
don't-
also
I-
stopped
how
taking
do we be
their
mad?
focus
We
off
still
single-
haven't figured it out yet,
'Cause
right?
It's hella fun. Like,
They stopped
Yeah,
taking their focus off single player and started putting on multiplayer. And I personally buy a game for the single player. I mean, playing with friends is cool, but I want the story.
It depends on what game I'm playing, I think. Like, because there are some franchises that I buy solely for multiplayer. Like, I'm a huge Battlefield fan. I've been playing Battlefield since 1942. Battlefield 1942.
You're an
Yeah,
old
I was
dude.
gonna say, that's the game, not the date, everybody.
I was two.
I'm an old ass bitch.
All of my friends are dead.
Yeah, so I've been playing the Battlefield series for a long time, and that game has always been about the multiplayer factor. I mean, look at like when Battlefield 2 came out, 64-player maps, everybody was like shitting their pants. It was the best thing since like sliced bread. But you know, then you take
I don't want to offend
take-
sliced
And,
bread.
yeah, you, I was gonna say like I bet you were around the time sliced bread was a thing.
I've
was.
seen Angry Beavers. You don't want to piss off sliced bread fans.
I was.
What, Rick?
You've never seen that episode?
Yeah, I understood.
Oh,
They were
I,
making-
way
they were
over
making
my
fun
head.
of the Beatles when they said they were bigger than Jesus. So he
Yeah.
was just like, "Oh, we're bigger than sliced bread," and all these people were like, "No, like sliced bread," and like they're rioting and burning the albums, and they like to renege it. He's like, "No, we're just saying we're larger than a slice of bread."
No, gotcha.
That was the Beaver Fever episode.
the Beaver Fever.
Yo, they used to get away with so much in cartoons back then.
Yeah,
Dude,
Angry Beavers
that,
was
that
yeah.
show was
Angry
so
Beavers was
good.
great.
Angry Beavers and Rocco's Modern Life was my favorite show.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Oh,
I still keep this like my favorite episode of Rocco is the one where Spunky falls in love for like falls for the Mump. And they always cut the fucking scene when something's happening. Like you're just looking at Rocco's face. All you hear is like, wee, and then they cut to Spunky. He's all like,
I'm gonna cut. I can't.
Oh, Anthony, do you want to do it or should I do it?
Oh no.
No,
What?
you do it. You do it, Rick.
Oh yeah, no, I was waiting for a break where I could be like, Nikki. But no, back to
I thought you were gonna do the cry, Rick.
it's ruined it for everybody. I hate you.
that's for when Anthony snaps.
Yo, I get so pissed. But no, but back to the multiplayer thing. It's kind of like Justin's approach to games.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'll get a game if everybody else gets the game. We could play with we could
Yeah.
play.
I mean, if
Daisy.
like
I'm in.
Only fun with friends.
even if a game is
No.
bad,
Everyone was like, dude, get DayZ. We're all going to play DayZ. And then we played DayZ, and I didn't know you had to reload the
Well,
the
no.
the
The
axe
problem with
before you
DayZ
used it.
was that we couldn't find each other.
Yeah.
For like 95% of the
That was hard to
time.
find each other. And plus, when we played it, it was an Arma 2 mod, and that was the
I had-
buggiest thing in the world.
I had to
And
reload.
it didn't have a map.
You couldn't use the axe unless you reloaded it, and a shotgun shell popped out.
When he swung it, yeah. It was just a gun with like really, really, really small range, and they just masked it with an axe. I remember when that came out.
Which
Are
was
you
smart.
serious?
Yeah.
That's how they did that?
Yeah.
I thought that was clever considering it was a mod, and they were like, how could we do melee weapons?
Yep.
So I thought that was clever. But
That is clever, but that's
That's fucking
hilarious.
stupid.
It's
But-
hilarious.
screw that game.
Yeah, you were a ghost.
I never ever got to play DayZ appropriately with you guys. I never got a map. It never told me where I spawned. Half the time I didn't have a UI. I could phase through buildings and shit. Like, every single time I tried to re-download that game, something different happened that was bad. And it just pissed me off.
Yeah, it just
Well,
didn't work
I don't
for you.
know. It's kind of just like we have this thing that we do where every time we're like, "Hey, let's like play this game. Let's get into it, right?" And then it's like, "Hey, let's
Dead
play
Island,
Dead Island Riptide."
Oh.
Yeah,
boy.
right. Right. Let's play Dead Island. Oh, how about we
Anthony,
play Sanctum
you know what
too?
I'm talking about.
Game sucked.
You remember
That game was terrible.
that
That game,
was
but that game was hilariously terrible. That game was.
That was so good.
Okay, that's
Beautifully
what
fair.
I'm saying about multiplayer. Even if a game is bad, at least you're experiencing the bad with your friends.
Yep.
yeah,
which
it's fun.
Fun.
Yep.
It's just fun, no matter what.
Well, like, there's games like Dead Island or like Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is an awesome series. I loved it, but it is based around multiplayer, and because you have to be with 3 other people, the AI is stupid. They need to figure out AI that can.
But also the
Kind of
difference
be
is
better.
that with like, even though that is true, like the whole multiplayer thing is true, Left 4 Dead is still like a superior game to Dead
Oh,
Island.
it's a really good
Oh, yeah.
game.
Like,
Well, I mean, no,
like
they're
Left 4 Dead
different.
is actually a game.
the only thing that brings down Dead Island is like just in general. It's kind of like Arma 2, or the DayZ mod. You know, it's just got like this clunky feel to it where something's just like a little bit off. And if it was a little more polished and more smooth, I mean, that game would be just like blowing a lot of other games out of the water. But
But
they rushed it out, so
Reality
it
is,
kind
you
of
want-
sucks.
Reality is, if you want to have a good time with Dead Island, you gotta pick the class that lets you kick zombies off the fucking buildings like as far as possible. It's the
Yes.
only time I ever had fun with that game.
Unless you're me and you play Perna and
Out
by
in the
yourself.
streets, they call it Perna.
You play Perna and you beat the whole game by yourself with the support class
Oh god.
because you hate yourself. That's what I did. The first
No,
time.
Why would you do that?
Because I didn't know.
Because
I
it
was
hasn't
like,
been done before.
I was like, okay, I want to use guns, and they're like, like melee specialist, knife specialist, like blah tank, and then it's like, oh, Perna's good with guns. I was like, oh yes, I want that. That's what I want to do. And then I realized that there are
halfway
no
through
guns.
the game when you get your first gun.
It's like, I picked the Asian bitch and I just threw knives at everybody. It was fun.
I picked a black guy because I don't know. I just
Yo,
picked a
who
black
do you
guy.
voodoo is
Because he's
something,
got
I
a
don't
zombie army and you can harm him.
He picked the black guy.
Because you know.
Okay.
Hoodoo, you voodoo, bitch.
The black guy. Shout outs to Omar.
The throwing
Our
guy
buddy
is kind
Omar.
of broken because you just like get a really good weapon, throw it, and it boomerangs back to you.
Did that really happen?
Physics.
Who the hell did that?
The throwing guy.
the football guy.
The football player.
Yeah.
There was a football player
Yeah, the white guy.
in the first game?
He looked more tan, but
He was
No,
the other guy that wasn't the black
Because
guy.
it's
Yeah, okay.
Logan, Sam, Perna.
Logan,
It was Logan.
yeah.
yeah,
Who's
because
the-
he was like a football player or something.
Yeah.
But if you leveled him up to a certain point, like if you threw weapons, you had a certain percentage of it just like coming back into your hand.
Mhm.
So you got like a really good weapon, and you just like hurl it at things.
But yeah, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to cheat with Logan because you can't dupe the items because they would just come back to your fucking hand.
No, that was with dropping items.
No,
Yeah.
no, but you
Yeah,
have to toss them and then you have to drop
And
them.
then drop. Dude,
That-
when we
that
got
game-
that-
When you toss them with Logan, you would get them back in your hand, so you couldn't drop them.
That game had so many glitches. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so if your inventory was full, and then you crafted an item, and you happen to have like a legendary item somewhere, it would
Yep.
erase it and replace it with whatever you just crafted. So I would like craft a Dio bomb, and I had just picked up this like legendary rifle, and it was just gone. I was like,
okay, I quit.
Mhm.
My file
Yeah,
got
but the
corrupted.
thing about Perna was that also with Perna, like, I think that you had a rage mode in that game, and you could just, like, you would insta get a pistol. That makes no sense. That would be like
It's
better
like-
than the other pistols in the game.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even know you
For
had
5
it.
seconds,
the
though.
revolver that one shot like everything. Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing was awesome.
Maybe he had amnesia that was like it went away when he was angry.
Yeah, he's like, wait, I have this pistol.
Christ almighty, I just thought of the worst thing ever.
Please don't say it.
Well, it's... Huh?
Please don't say it. It's gonna be too bad. I can
Not
see
say
it.
it. It's over. Too late. Say it.
Well,
Wait,
it is rage
okay.
mode, right? And you are playing Perna, so you only get access to it once PMS hits.
Boom. Zing. This guy
Good
gets
thing.
it.
And that's it. That's the end of our podcast. Because
Well, we-
now
Thank you.
the
We can
third,
get rid of all females who want to watch this now.
yeah, that's it. That's
You
it.
mean all three that are gonna watch this?
all of the third wave feminists are just going to take a massive shit on our
You're
podcast.
all Tumblr.
No, we could pin it on Eddie.
Yeah,
We'd
I'll
be
take
like,
it.
it's his fault. We removed him from the show.
Eddie hates women. Just throwing it out there.
He's-
Dude, I hate,
I don't know.
girls. I'm
I don't
shy.
know what they teach you where you in Florida or whatever, but women have the internet. Just so they could watch.
What? You serious?
Yeah.
So bad.
That's a thing.
Jesus. I think
Yo,
one of
I
you
wasn't
guys.
gonna say it. This guy, Anthony, was the one that pushed it.
What'd I do?
He wanted it out.
But you don't go.
You can't be like, I got something to say, but I ain't gonna say.
Yeah,
it.
you basically already said it, dude. You can't do that.
May as well just said it at that point.
It's like when when my girlfriend like around Christmas time tells me, she's like, I got your Christmas gift. It's right in the closet, but you can't look at it. I'm like,
Stupid bitch. Why would you
I'm
say
like,
that?
come on. I want to look at it.
Why couldn't you just not say that?
Yeah, it's the
Your
worst.
girlfriend live with you?
No, but she comes over a lot when she's not on
Why'd
campus.
you put it in your closet?
It's just an example. Just use it as an example. What was somebody
Just saying.
comparing? I think before someone was comparing like Left 4 Dead and Dead Island before the whole Dead Island like conversation went off. You
That was
can't,
Rick.
but you can't compare like any game to any Valve game mechanically, just because
I'm not
any
gonna
really-
that.
any
they-
Source
I-
game has the best mechanics. Like it's the most fluid feeling games on PC.
Well, that's kind of biased, isn't it?
Well,
That's pretty biased. considering.
no, it just is though. You have to admit, you're playing the like just how fluid each game, like Portal 2, any Counter Strike game, all Half-Life games, all the Left 4 Dead games. I mean,
Well, they have their own issues. You know, they're not without glitches, bugs, and issues. It's just the ones that they have aren't like
Game-breaking.
yeah. I guess they're not not game breaking maybe, but you know they don't get in the way of you playing it because like when you say game breaking, I think of like
you can't
know,
play
you
the
can
game.
you can exploit something, right? Like there's an exploit that you can do that just sort of
When I
breaks
said-
the meta. You know?
Like
When I
bunny
say
hop.
game breaking, I mean more crashing the game rather
Yeah, I
than.
got you.
Well, that's
I
that's
exploit.
bad.
But yeah, I mean, Source Engine is pretty strong, but you have to remember Valve's been at it for a long time. But I don't know. I mean, there are plenty of other engines out there that are really good too. I mean, the Unreal engines are good.
Konami came out with the Fox.
People still use the Unreal engine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal.
A lot, yes.
Oh, right. You know what? Epic does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Gears
Gears
franchise
of War.
does.
Oh, first
It's
Gears of War.
still around. It's still. Or
Yours is still around?
Crisis Engine. I don't know.
I don't know.
Crytek.
Yeah,
I think it's
Yo, I
Crytek.
remember when
Yeah, that's-
Crysis used to be like, if you could run it, your computer was amazing.
That was like the ultimate benchmark. I think it was like Crisis 2. It was like if you can run that, you were just master racing. You know.
I just remember
But
watching
now-
a bunch of videos with like people blowing up like 20 billion like explosive things and seeing how much their computer can handle before it crashed.
Filthy fucking
I
casuals.
think that's just not like that's not a feat anymore.
Andrew sitting on his throne.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of explosives and testing the limits of your computer, you want to know what was a really cool way to do that? If you would go like in Fallout 3 and either use the console commands or just straight up just find them, you can make it like this gigantic pile of like frag mines, and then like put like a I don't know like a co-op partner, not a co-op partner, party member.
Companion.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. You put them there, and then you throw a grenade in that amount of frag mines, and then you can see them fucking go to space, basically.
Oh, you can
Just
launch
fly,
them.
go to launch into orbit.
or you could just play Kerbal Space Program. That's
Oh
always
nice.
fun.
god, I still have to learn that game.
Dude, it's so hard. It's
I'm
so
like,
hard.
I'm almost dreading having to learn that game because it's gonna feel like work. But I feel like the payoff, like when you can actually play that game, I feel like it's fucking cool as hell.
I feel like people that could play that game.
I guess, because like when I first got it, I was all about it, right? I was super stoked, and then I was like, wow, this game's hard. And then I looked for strategy guides and stuff, and I read one, and it was just physics. Like it was just physics, like
Yeah,
actual rocket science. And the guy in the guide, he's like, oh, it's not that hard once you get used to it. You figure out, mass, and then your delta V, which is your force, And I'm like, okay, I guess, sure.
It's
I mean,
like when you have to start
I
taking
took
notes
physics. Yeah.
and like take lessons on it.
And then
That's
he
how
goes,
it was back in the day.
Then he
Well,
goes,
and
like, in the next sentence, he's like, but don't worry, it's not rocket science. And then he goes, well, actually it is. So, I was like, what? Fuck you, I'm not playing this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stephen
I've never,
Hawking's like, this game is bullshit.
He's just playing it in his chair with his little console.
That's how I felt. I felt like I was going back to college.
All
I
right,
was
do you
like, no.
think he has games on his computer? Or do you think he just like doesn't do
No.
shit? He just sits there.
That's not I don't think it's a computer in his chair. That's a voice modulation thing.
No, like it's a computer.
Oh, it's a computer, but it doesn't have like an operating system. It doesn't like launch the web browser and shit.
Why not?
He's got
Because
he's got
it just
themes.
doesn't do that.
Well, what's he got to do then? He's sitting in a chair all day. He should have like he should be able to play like something.
Solitaire and Minesweeper. We
Why
can give him
not?
that. We'll give him
Sitting-
Minesweeper.
Sitting in a chair all day.
All right, hold on.
Like,
Anthony's
that's
dying
the-
right now.
As
the
if he
men-
could get up.
the mental image that you put in my head is like, unless he's being like used, like Stephen Hawking, we need you to talk about something. Unless that's happening, he's just like
Okay.
he's just in like standby. Like they plugged him into the wall and he's just waiting.
Like I'm pretty sure he's just not rolling around like downtown Los Angeles. He's like, where are my bitches?
Where the mommies at?
That's it. We're just all going to hell. We're all just it's over.
All right, listen, I'm making the best of the situation. All right.
I-
No,
Stephen
it's
Hawking
fine.
shirt.
We can make fun of him because he doesn't believe in God. So whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it's still kind of mean. It doesn't take away the fact that it's mean.
I mean,
The
I
only
just
science I
said
believe
that I just said that he should be able to play games on his computer.
we want you to be happy, Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, for real. Confined
I'm pretty
to that.
sure his life just isn't thinking about physics and sitting in a chair all day.
Well, like you say it like he has a choice.
Well, I mean the latter. He has no
The best
choice.
part is like Rick is convinced that he can just like get up out of the chair. Just-
Yeah, one day he'll be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just.
Yo, and before you see Stephen Hawking's playing fucking Dota or like League of Legends,
Exactly.
you see him on LCS and shit.
Get pooped on, nerd.
Wrecked.
Whatever,
And all
Artard.
you hear is like fucking faggots.
and before he just gets up out of his chair, out of his wheelchair, like that one WoW streamer or whatever.
Oh my God,
Oh
Zillion.
shit, yeah.
Zillion OP. Yeah.
That
He
story.
just gets up and everybody just loses their minds.
Dude,
He's
Danny's
like,
response
this
to that
whole
was
time?
fantastic. Like his comparison was incredible.
I'm actually not familiar with that story.
Oh God, Zillion. I'll tell the story because yeah. Oh, it's so bad. So this guy was a streamer, and he like it was publicly known that he was in a wheelchair, like he couldn't walk, and he built like a whole kind of thing around it. Like that wasn't like the reason why people came, but people donated like tens of thousands of dollars to this guy. They thought he was a great dude, and he was bound to a wheelchair. People felt bad.
So people were just like, "Oh, he's such an inspiration. He plays video games."
Well, I mean, he had a very
Not many people could be in a wheelchair and sit at a computer.
he took life for what it was.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so one day, for some reason, I don't know if he forgot, in front of his entire audience, he stood up and walked away, and then his girlfriend, who was also in on it, like tried to like play it off and like tell him like, you just fucked up, but like say it over stream. So then he like crawled back and told him that like he saw his dog doing something, and he like jumped out of his chair like with his arms and like fell over.
No.
But like you could see like the reflection in like he had like a fish tank behind him. You could see the fucking guy walking around, so he got caught, and it was this.
He could have just
huge-
said that he was on rollerblades.
I saw the video. My man's did not jump out of his chair. My man got up and took some steps. Like, he hit his legs.
Well, TLDR, he's the biggest piece of shit ever.
He took steps to create a miracle, Justin. That's what your fans did.
World of Warcraft cured this man.
Yeah, he should try to play it off as a miracle.
Dude, no, it's just that's ridiculous. And
Miracle.
as a streamer, like the last thing you ever want to do is lie to like your people.
Because it's the
Fine.
Yo, what about that guy? What about the guy that received like $2,000 from donations and they immediately took it back?
Oh yeah,
It was just like,
That's rough.
I forgot who. Wait, I forgot who it was because I
You
remember.
were telling me about that, Danny. It was
I don't-
Summit.
It was a Counter-Strike streamer.
Yeah, it was one of Summit's his like scrim partners.
One of his
or something,
friends.
right?
I think. All right, the story is kind of fuzzy in my head. I remember seeing it on the CS:GO subreddit. Somebody got like donations. I could be wrong. Somebody got like a hefty amount, like a few $1,000s of donations, and he was like, "Oh, thank you so much." He was souped. Anybody would be so happy to just get money like that. But and then like they retracted the PayPal. What is it, like an order or like a transaction?
Transaction.
And then he that hit him really hard, and I think he kind of started to like tear up, or he got very upset, and he just like ended the stream. He just like got off for the night, and everyone was like, started blowing up rumors like, oh, he's done forever, like he's just not gonna do that anymore. And someone I remember someone in the comments said Summit talked him out of it. Summit is also like a huge streamer. He does like CS:GO and DayZ and all that stuff. But apparently they're friends, and he like talked them out of it. He's like, dude, I guess just don't worry about it and just keep on trucking.
That hits hard though.
That was some shit, dude.
Like not even because like of the money loss, but the fact that like all right, that's like surge of like emotion. Like somebody liked your material enough to donate that much and support your cause, So you get so emotional, like it's touching, and then just to realize that this person that you thought that you meant a lot to them was just like, I was just kidding, fuck you. Like that hurts. That would suck really bad.
Yeah.
So I completely understand that he ended stream. I would have ended stream. I've been like, guys, I'm done. Like
That's an emotional roller coaster, man.
It's like woo, and then just like crash.
Big
and then-
high, big low.
honestly, like I'm happy if somebody gives me like a fucking League of Legends skin. I can't imagine somebody gives me a fucking grand and then they're like, ha, JK.
So, my last stream, somebody donated like 230 something bucks, and that same guy has donated like over $1,000.
He loves
and
you.
like, it's I don't know, it's humbling. Like I'm just some stupid kid like playing a video game and like talking to people, but like they enjoy it that much that he's willing to support my cause, and that's I don't know, that's crazy. So
How many
having
League of Legends skins did you buy?
huh? No,
How many League of Legends skins did you buy?
I don't spend any
I don't know.
donation money.
$200, that'll get you like what, 10 champs? Like,
Like 10 champs. Yo, for real.
I'm just saying.
It's not that bad. It's bad. It's not that.
I want to look up that math. Someone did that math.
It'll get you an Asimov skin, Ant.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
no shit, right?
Oh,
So-
It'll get you a karambit knife. Oh wait, you already.
Hold up. You were talking about emotions before. Now I think I felt those, but like, what are those? What are they?
All right, Robot Rick.
Yeah, Rick Bot.
Potato Bot 9000. We have to explain to you what emotions are.
Can we just like create a Rick bot and put that in our streams? So like when we're streaming,
Rick Bosch just
primary,
like,
its primary functions are stabbing, threatening, and drinking.
if anybody like posts a sketch toy or like an Imgur link, it just changes it to a picture of a potato.
and it's just like with a little goatee. I still have that drawn.
I feel like Rickbot would be like, Rick, what's your opinion on this? It don't be like it is, but it do. Thanks, Rick.
I wrote a poem for
Shit,
y'all. Roses are red, violets are blue. It don't be like it is, but it do. I actually read an interesting poem this morning.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is gonna be
Hold
good.
on, let me
How'd
try
it
to-
do?
Let me try to find it. You guys do whatever.
Is it the one
True.
You hyped it
that
up.
you told me that was roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet? I want to fuck you with a rake.
What?
Oh, listen, man.
God.
That sounds like a Rick poem, to be honest.
Yeah. A little bit. Eddie.
I think we broke Eddie. No,
No,
he's
I'm
okay. Okay, good.
You know that?
Hmm?
Fuck. That was
Why
I
even
just-
Eddie
I
sneezing is
just fucking
funny?
sneezed that whole time.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The sneezing is too real.
Did you find it, Rick?
No, I'm like, my phone's derping out.
Jesus Christ, Eddie.
Oh,
We can't do this. We can't do this because anytime Eddie does anything, Anthony's just gonna fucking implode.
Even if I mute the fucking thing, it's like.
Eddie, could you do it once? Could you do it once? I feel like this would enhance our podcast like infinitely.
Wait, can we put a little prelude to it?
one minute. He's got visual effects.
Get a kid.
I don't know why I find
And in stream.
I don't know why,
It is just like
I don't know why I find that so funny, but it just
I don't know
doesn't.
either, honestly.
I don't know, but it gets me sometimes too.
All right.
When I least expect it,
it just
Eddie's
happens. Yeah.
always gonna come.
I always kill.
Eddie's gonna coming to a theater near you.
Got a crumb.
He's gonna come. Rick, what'd you
All
find?
right, I found the poem. One fine day in the middle of the night, two dead boys got up to fight. Back to back they faced each other, drew their swords and shot each other. One was blind, the other couldn't see, so they chose a dummy for a referee. The blind man went to see fair play, the dumb man shout hooray. The paralyzed donkey passing by kicked the blind man in the eye, knocked him through a 9-inch wall, into a dry ditch and drowned them all. A deaf policeman heard the noise and came to arrest the two dead boys. If you don't believe this story is true, ask the blind man. He saw it too.
Oh my God.
Christ.
Makes no type of sense.
It's
No
so
type-
good. I like
There's,
it.
there's a bunch of different types, but none of those types makes.
I just want to point this out real quick because I just got an email for it.
It's enlargement.
Speed Demons Archive is doing a pre-hype stream.
I opened it and it's just 4 dudes just
Yeah.
staring at the camera.
I thought it's actually what's happening right now. In this moment.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird to look at
We got
4
6
other
dudes,
dudes
though,
while
so-
we're just 4 other dudes. Or
We got
like 5 others.
50% more.
Oh.
Or better.
Eddie,
Yes.
what is in this week's Humble Bundle? And is there anything we should
right,
care
right.
about?
Give me a
Awesome
second.
knots.
Awesome nuts, yeah.
Is it really?
Rick's all about that ish.
I haven't played in a while.
Rick loves Humble Bundle, or I'm sorry, the Awesome Knots.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome Nuts is pretty fun.
Well, if you
For
have 10
2D
bucks to
2D
spare,
level.
which you should.
Well, I
And, like,
I do. We know that.
Yeah, we know for a fact you do.
I saw
I don't know.
Blows nose in a 10 recently.
Which, by the way, good job with the green screen. At least you're completely photoshopping all the billions.
He
and trillions of
he's just
sitting
wiping his nose with some money. No big deal.
That's how rich he is.
No big deal.
I'm Daddy fucking Warbucks.
Extra. extra
Eddie's like, it's,
Oh Jesus Christ! It.
No, it's an illusion. It's all singles.
Yeah, dude, this is bartending money.
Oh, so I was at a bar and I gave like this chick like a bunch of singles because that's all I had on me, and she's like, "Stop going to the strip club." And I was like, first off, if I was at the strip club, I wouldn't have this many singles.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, why would you get singles by going to a strip club?
I asked the strippers for change.
Oh my god.
They're
Excuse me,
dancing. Like, excuse me, can you break a 20?
Ma'am, I only have a 20.
Here you go, Rick.
Can I have
Extra $10 for Awesome Knots right there.
Boom.
Boom.
I think we
Yeah.
all own
Just
we all
like that.
own Awesome
Really
Nuts.
quick.
Yeah, we do.
We all own it.
Yeah, we all
we do.
have Awesome Nuts. And by the way, fun fact: Justin plays the biggest piece of shit character in that game
Oh,
too.
Oh,
hungry.
nah.
Yo, wait, who?
Nah.
You play Gnaw.
Yo, my man just plants out little dudes, and they just do all the work for me. And
Exactly.
I
Which
can
is
just hang
which is
back.
Justin's motto for everything.
That is the
Like,
epitome of Justin.
Approach to every game ever.
Yes, like
You were
Civ.
talking to the man who automates everything in Civilization.
I ain't got time for that.
Yo, we are playing a
Why play
game!
Civilization.
I ain't got time to play the game, but I want to play the game.
My
But I
man
don't got
just
time for
hits, my man just hits enter every time he wants the churn to change because that's all he does for
Justin,
the entire game.
I feel like
We were
it just
playing-
becomes an interactive screensaver.
We were playing.
Like, it's just going off. You're like, oh wow, look, that city state just got conquered. Cool.
We were playing multiplayer, and he was like, "Why are your turns taking so long?" I was like, "Oh, I gotta tell all my workers to do stuff." And he was like, "I just automate all of them." I was like, "What do you
They
mean?"
know what to do. They know the game better than you do. They live in it.
Oh.
No.
Oh, we got an Eddie snort.
Fuck you.
They live in that life.
They live in that life. They know what to do.
They know what it do
it
because
do.
it be.
Yeah. Oh,
I just,
man.
I'm imagining like this whole civilization world, like the workers that like they get to the Industrial Revolution. They're looking at the other ones. There's like peasants. Look at them without having locomotion.
Oh, Rick, have
Yes.
you heard of the tabletop simulator game?
Tabletop simulator game.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's on Steam, right?
Yeah.
It simulates a table.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you could build a card game.
I saw a video. Someone imported Munchkins, and they were playing Munchkins.
Hmm.
They imported the card skins and put it on a deck of cards, and
Danny.
there was like 5 of them playing Munchkins.
That's cool.
That sounds
Danny,
amazing.
you wouldn't like that game. It's early access.
Yeah, for real. I'm just not down with early access games. But that's a simple game. You can't fuck that up. You just can't. It's a table. It's a table, and you put shit on it.
Access.
I
No,
hate early access games
though.
though.
You
I
don't
love
like.
how
You're
this
not about
cast
the early
is
access.
just like the realist. Just like, oh, by the way, you do this, and I hate that about you.
Excuse me for 1 second.
At least we're honest, I guess.
Yeah. No, it's funny.
Today? What?
I'll be right back.
Have fun.
Yeah,
Rick.
we're-
My uncle's here.
Oh.
Tell him we all said hello.
Uncle,
He's here.
My uncle.
Uncle Ricky.
I saw today actually. There was, I forget what game it is. I think it's You're Being Hunted. Came out of early access, and it's like one of 12 games that's ever happened
do?
to. Like Don't Starve was one of them. Like that was early access, and it became a real game. But like put that like those small that 8 to 10 games that came out of early access is actually is like a real game now, compared to probably the hundreds of early access games we
Yeah,
have
probably hundreds.
that have been sitting
Yeah.
there and just fermenting in its bad everything.
Well, the
Well,
thing
people
is,
are buying it.
Mod?
Was
Which
Risk
one?
of Rain
Have
early
you guys
access?
played The Hidden?
The
I know
Hidden.
you've seen it.
What?
With the hidden?
If you watch Scene Anners or anybody like that, I know you've seen.
I
the
haven't.
Let me see.
Source
I think
mod.
I know.
Wait, is that
Oh,
the
that shit,
is that
yeah.
the I can smell you? Is that?
Yeah, that's that game. Yeah,
What? I thought.
that
Oh yeah.
game's in beta. Like that, I don't understand. That was a really good game, but
See,
it
all
just
right.
died.
The thing is, I think a lot of these early access games, the reason why they're bullshit is because it's like releasing them early and people paying you for it. Like they don't know where your game's gonna end, but you make the money already.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like, we want to release this game. It's not finished, but we're gonna release it because we know we can make money off of it. And
Well,
then
I think it's kind of like a sort of bastardized like spin-off of the whole Kickstarter culture, you know?
yeah, it is.
Like where you've got, which I mean, however you feel about Kickstarter, you know, it could be a good or a bad thing.
Kickstarter's
It's like
great.
there's some good stuff that comes out of it, and then there's some like bullshit that can
Well,
happen.
with the
it.
good,
It's
there's
all
always
about
You got a
investment.
kid asking
Yeah.
for money because his account got banned in League of Legends.
Oh yeah, that kid.
It's all about like investments. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
making an investment in a product, hoping that
But-
it like takes off.
I mean, I see your point, Anthony. It's just it sucks because like it's really cool when you have sort of this dichotomy between these huge corporations putting out games, like EA, Activision, or, with the Call of Duty series and all that sort of thing. They sort of like corner the market, and early access gives other people
People
a
need
chance,
that help.
Like, some people need that help because they don't have the capital, they don't have the resources. So it's cool to see that, but at the same time, like then you get, like you were saying, like 1 of 12 of those games makes it out of early access and actually becomes, something that could or could not be like anything worthwhile as far as a game goes. It's sad. Like I'm behind the idea. It's just I wish there was more of it, like so we could get more successful.
I wish there
games.
was for the early access. I honestly wish there was more. What's the word I'm looking for? Like
How about less assholes? They're
no,
going to the
what I'm
mind
looking
state that
for
they're
is
going to go into early access.
new IP.
no.
New
It's like
I wish
somebody enforcing like maybe Steam being like, okay, we're gonna let you be like an early access thing,
Mhm.
but like we're gonna give you till X amount of time
Mhm.
for you to be like an actual game. If you can't do it, we're just gonna like just throw you into the NB
Well,
shit and
So
like
you
like
would
half
want-
the price
would
that you
want
fucking
like
asking for.
contracts that set deadlines for them that holds them accountable.
They might have that already.
I
We just don't know.
that, but
I don't
maybe
know.
they
I don't
should
do the
release
research.
them.
I just fucking bitch.
Yeah, early access should be released later. Like usually now they're releasing it as alpha.
Yeah.
So
that's-
maybe instead they should just wait till like beta. Like
Well, I know
Yeah.
what the best alpha I ever played was. That's Rust.
Yeah, Rust was surprisingly in alpha, and surprisingly still is in alpha.
Still an
It
alpha.
hasn't even reached beta yet. I feel like that game is gonna go from alpha to full release.
I think so
It's
too.
like,
That
why
game-
even- why even
when that
beta?
game go? You want to know when that game's gonna be done? When other animals stop dropping you chicken.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I killed a bear.
Like
Oh,
it
sweet
literally,
chicken.
it literally is. You just create like a new element in the game and just rename it. You don't need a new texture for it. Just rename it for the right animal.
Yeah.
That game is great.
It is
But the-
fun.
it is.
It's
It's hell
one of those games that
Yeah,
like
I beat
only
that
players make it great. You said you beat that game?
Yeah, I beat that game.
You might,
I
you
yeah,
might,
was
Eddie
able to build
literally
everything.
beat Rust.
Yeah.
He
I didn't
he
see
can
the credit
build.
scene-
If you
screen,
run
but
the
I
world-
could build everything.
Yeah, before he got scared of all the grills. He,
Now you know who beat the game? Ice. Ice beat the
Ah.
game.
Yo, Ice beat.
Nice, it's a friend of ours.
Friend of Ice is a friend of ours.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Good,
Don't worry about
good, because I wanted to tell the story, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third time, but,
So we were all playing Rust, and we were doing our thing, and everybody else is doing their thing too. Like Andrew. So you have no idea what I'm talking about, right?
No. I mean, I've seen enough gameplay of Rust to like know.
Alright, so you understand the game.
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I know, like,
Okay.
you get materials, craft shit, and then you can like.
All right. Well, the
Guns.
key aspect of it
Puzzles.
is like there's me, Danny, Justin, Eddie, and
Right.
I forgot who else was playing, but let's just like those were the main people at the time, all right?
Mike.
Oh, and
Mike.
Mike. So other people are doing the same thing as us, but we don't know them. So, they don't know us, we don't know them, so they're like, oh, I wonder if they're bad people. I wonder if they're going to raid us or whatever. So one day we got visited by a guy who called himself Ice. And he was like super into the game. Like almost like he was role playing. He was like, "Yeah, but I don't like the dimensions of like your fort. Like it could be much better if you." He was giving us like architect advice and stuff like that. And we're like,
Which we never followed, by the way.
"Yeah, which we never follow." We're like, "Yeah, please leave us alone." Without saying that. So then one day we got raided. Like there was dudes outside shooting at us, and eventually they went away, and then they came back, and they were like, "Oh, we didn't know that." We didn't know that you were a friend of Ice's, because like Ice like runs this place. I guess he was like the leader or some shit.
Godfather.
But, yeah, he was like the godfather of this server. Like we're all just trying to build stuff and like have fun and go to like Rad Town and like kill people and just whatever. But these people formed like alliances like across like the shore, and like everyone was like different allegiances to people. And the thing like I was talking to them and Mike was in the background just like posted up just in case something went wrong. But the guy straight up said, a friend of Ice is a friend of ours. And Mike lost his mind.
You have to mute his fucking microphone. That's how bad he lost it.
Laughing so goddamn hard, and I was
Oh.
just like, okay, good, bye. Like I couldn't do it.
I'm really upset that I missed that because that's not something that happens very often.
No, that was a gem.
Ugh.
We miss Ice.
He's so quiet and like reserved.
Oh
Just
no!
all-
Hearing him laugh is hilarious, and
Oh my
like
God, dude.
he went nuts.
Hearing
Friend
Mike
of Ice
laugh
a
is like,
friend of-
Friend of Ice, friend of
Like,
Ice.
Nice. I miss that. I miss building the fort and then everyone getting mad.
and,
me.
fun fact, Justin. I don't know if you went back to the server that we were playing recently, but your Gigafort got the dick.
Well, of
Oh,
course,
someone fucked it up, or did it
Nope,
decay?
decay.
nature.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, it's a Cade. I forget about TK. Damn.
I-
Everything decayed, and I was like, "Oh my god, did the server got reset? Like the server got reset, or did we get like raided?"
Mhm.
And I go to like check it out. It literally the mountain that we were perched on, like there was nothing there, like absolutely nothing. Not even like crates and shit. It's like everything decayed. Let me see if it's like the same shit, and it's like I can still build everything. I was like,
Mhm.
well, I still beat the game, so I don't really care.
Yeah, for real.
Like I'm still at end game status, so I really don't care. Like I could make the bolt. Like I found a bolt action rifle and C4. I was done for life.
But could you make it?
Yeah, I couldn't make C4, but I could make everything else.
No, then you beat the game yet.
You didn't 100% it.
To 100%, we needed people, so the air thingy would spawn.
But yeah, all right, going
Oh, yeah.
back to that humble bundle,
Alright.
because there's
That was
two.
like-
There's two that are out right now, like the
There's two
humble
different
bundle
ones?
and then the humble weekly.
Oh.
The humble bundle, if I just want to talk about real quick.
You might want to say the name of the humble bundle, because that's also a thing.
Where does it even say that? It's
Okay,
it's,
so I'll help you out. It's the humble bundle image.
yeah, it's the image humble bundle.
Hmm.
So I don't know how many times they've done this, but this humble bundle is comics, and like this is like the best humble bundle I've ever seen. For people who haven't read any of these and wanted to get into like comics, this is crazy. Rick, have you seen this yet?
No.
All right, here I'm gonna link it to you right now, so you can so you see what's up with this. I've read
Really
like
just go to humble
90%
bundle.
of this.
So
But-
it's not actually games.
It's not
no,
games.
comic
it's,
files.
It's comic files. It's PDFs.
No, but this
Well,
is
yeah,
not the
from-
first time they've done something like this. It is the first
No.
time they've done comic humble bundles.
Yeah,
but they've
they've
done
done
shit like this
music.
before. Like
They've done music.
they've
too.
done
Music,
they've
they've
done
done
music,
books.
they've done
For
books.
games.
So it's not
progressive.
the first time, but I guess from what I've seen, it's the first time they've done actually like comic books.
No, the humble
Okay, go
bundle
on.
is genius. But no, like for anybody ever trying to get into comics at all, like this is a great start. For $10, you get like all these trades, and it's crazy. The Chew's on it. Oh, wait.
Chew is probably one of my favorite comics out right now.
It has Chew, it has Saga, Morning Glories, East of West, and like it also has Lazarus, Fatale, and Revival. Which I'm not saying you're shit because I haven't read two of them. Like I've heard of them, but whatever.
It's
Fatale, like that's a
It's
really
good.
big thing. It's been going on for a while.
It's really
But-
good.
Chew, Saga, Morning Glories, and East of West are all amazing. And, like, a single trade, like Saga Volume 1, is $10. So you're getting that, and then everything else. I don't know, it's crazy.
Just letting you know. Actually, it is $10 now. I was gonna say for $15 you get like the first volume of The Walking Dead, and you get the most recent one, which I don't think that's
Oh my God.
worth. Well, it's worth if you wanna like
It's
get
worth-
into the first.
But the first one isn't really that immersive.
It really isn't.
No. See, I don't understand. So Volume 1 for those who never read, and the new release 20 for your diehard fans. Well, diehard fans are already going to have 20. But, like, it's weird, like, giving them, like, the beginning. Like, okay, here's your start, and then here's, like, where they are now. You miss out on so much.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, that was kind of weird.
Hey, is Saga still ongoing?
Kind of like Dragon Age 2.
It
Nobody
is
cares played it though.
Saga still what?
ongoing,
So I reference.
or did that like take a break and like end? Or...
No, it's on a hiatus again.
Oh.
Like, they do, like, a...
What happened?
I couldn't hold it.
You guys...
You piece of shit.
since you can't see it, a few of the guys in the chat have been talking in the Skype chat, and they're having like a serious conversation. I just typed in 420 spark up faggot, and they just weren't ready for it, I guess.
Thanks, Rick.
Nobody's ever prepared.
I was trying so hard not to look like I was like,
I count that as a win.
and I was listening to the conversation, and this asshole.
That's being around Rick for you, though.
Yeah, Saga's like one of my favorite.
Look,
comics.
I'm an electrician.
I actually
My
read up a
job
bit
is to
on
brighten
Chew,
your
and I
day.
thought it was an interesting. I just read the first chapter of Chew, and I thought it was like a pretty good
Rick,
concept.
I hate you
Plot, whatever.
for that
Like, yeah,
one.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard to like keep it bring it back to topic. But it's like,
And I know Eddie didn't hear that because he would have definitely had some shit to say.
what you
Well,
say?
it was like when I said shirtons and
Oh, God.
Sure.
Kind of like
So
rip porn.
Certain.
Eddie asked if
Is that what
he-
you call a toga?
shout out
No.
shout out to Lady Hardcore Raporn.
Yeah, no shit. Rip porn. Rip
Never-
porn
never
420.
forget it.
Never forget.
Never fucking forget it.
But
Never fucking forget it.
Eddie.
We're not gonna let it go.
Eddie, I
What's up?
said I'm an electrician.
Yeah.
My job is to brighten people's day.
See, he likes those. Look at Justin.
I love that
bad,
shit.
bad.
Justin, you're not allowed to facepalm ever. You once told a story about tying a rope to the earth and then putting it into space.
Look.
And his theory on the evolution of giraffes.
No.
Oh.
It's really fucking good.
No.
They were just stretching their neck to get the higher leaves, and they just kept
No,
growing.
no. We have time for this, Justin. We need to hear it from the stores, both stories.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Worry about that. But the rope thing,
Stop praising
right?
the sun, Anthony.
So the rope thing is like, all right, you get this object, right? It's like a round ass object.
Like
It's a
banana.
round ass object.
I don't know, 'cause what other shape it's gonna be in. So if it's a cube, people will be like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's a cube ass object.
So so then you get these two hooks on the ground, right? They're like 10 miles apart because 10 is easy to count. So yeah, you have a rope, right? I don't know what the rope's made of.
Oh yeah, all right.
Or a rope.
We'll let-
Wait. Justin, just 1 second. All right, so you're going to continue to talk about this, right? As you're going, I'm going to silently write down all of my flaws with this plan, and then we'll go over it at the end.
It's gonna have its flaws, but we'll let
Okay.
the future people worry about that.
Oh,
The future people.
The future
Not even
people.
like
the
That's a
Jetsons,
problem.
or
That's a problem for future Anthony, future Justin, future Rick, future Danny, future Eddie,
But
and future Andrew.
Eventually, some dude is gonna come through and he's gonna be hella smart for the times, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, I got this."
no, he's gonna be hella blaze, and he's gonna be thinking the same.
He's gonna be high up his brain.
it's gonna be you in like 2 hours. Like,
Hold on, bro.
Exactly, future Justin.
This
solved.
isn't. Right now, it's not a feasible thing. It's just an abstract idea.
Okay,
Abstract is right.
let's let him finish it because I
Okay,
haven't heard this one and I really want to hear it.
So, you get the rope, right?
Mhm.
And like from one hook to the other, so you know each segment of rope is 10 miles.
Okay, and the ropes, those segments are the hooks are attached to the planet.
To the
right?
ground, to the planet.
Yeah. Okay.
So then you tie the orb, or whatever, the metal object,
Uh-huh.
to one end of the rope.
Okay.
And then, so what you got the hook connected to the object through rope.
Okay.
Right? So then what you do is you make a second rope. And you
Okay.
tie it from the other hook to the rope. You untie it from the first one. So now you got a 10-mile rope to a 20-mile rope.
Okay.
And you keep doing this continuously.
This sounds
Until
like
it's long enough that you can hang out in space. And then you just
Okay.
effectively keep making it longer and longer. So it goes further and further. And then
Okay.
eventually it gets far enough to where other dudes out there find it. And they'll be cruising along. They're like, what is this thing? They'll follow the rope. Boom, bada, bing, we got answers.
The boom, bada bing
Now,
really sealed the deal.
Bing.
now, the draft thing.
No. All right, before the draft thing. All right, so I have two things written down that we have to talk about for your plan. One, so the 10-mile rope. Does it have to be like it has to go over 10 miles, or can it be like overlapped on each other?
What do you mean?
Like it's 10 miles worth of rope,
Can it be coiled?
but can it be coiled, or does it have to be 10 miles?
Straight.
I would say put 10 miles straight, so because that's how you gotta.
Where are you gonna do that? I wrote down 10-mile rope equal where the fuck is this rope going to be? In like the Amazon?
What do you mean? Where's this rope gonna be?
There's not a desert.
Like
My bigger issue is like, okay, you want to create something for like welcoming alien species to our planet? Like, motherfucker, have you seen Independence Day? Do you know how that went down?
Hey,
You're
but
crazy.
you know what? It's better than not knowing.
You know what I've seen though, Andrew?
You're right.
I've also seen Men in Black.
By the time this will be,
The genocide of our species is much better than not knowing.
all right, and my second one was, how do you get the rope in space?
what do you mean? How do you get the rope in space? It's connected to the object.
What?
Well, how is
object?
how is the object originally in space?
Yeah, how's the object in
We're
space?
Well,
gonna be able to
satellite,
launch it in
obviously.
space, but it's long enough to hang out in there.
So you're gonna launch it into space?
Yeah. Well, no,
Which-
we're gonna
which-
fucking just put it up there. Like,
What? Okay, well,
Alright.
if you want to launch it into space,
You gotta say that.
won't the like? All right, so you're launching it, right?
yeah.
Won't as it's going up, won't it burn the rope?
No,
You-
because those are countermeasures that people will think of, and they'll make the rope. You're thinking of rope as like what today we got as rope.
It would be like this, like
It'll be
flame resistant
You're
guy
really
wire.
you're really talking about like a cable because it's not going to be made of
Yeah.
I guess. All right.
threaded
technically.
like twine.
All right,
Okay.
so the heat
I was
of a
thinking of
spaceship
rope
will not be
that-
able to burn through this rope.
This
Yeah.
is a little. This is slightly and just very slightly less stupid when we get rid of the rope factor, and we just make it like a cable or something a little
Alright.
that's not fucking twine.
Okay, because the whole time with the rope thing, I imagine it being like a terrorist act on NASA, where a guy took like
And
a
it's literally just a guy with fucking
just-
scissors. Just
he just cut the rope and ruined everybody's plans.
Everyone's like, oh, that billions of dollars we put behind Justin's stupid ass idea. God.
It's all gone. This one guy cut the rope, and now the ball's gonna fly forever. And they're gonna find it, and there's not gonna be anything at the end of it.
It's like
Now, hold
the
'cause,
NASA
like, I'm just gonna put this
JS
out there because I mean, just to make your logic a little more
Logical.
not realistic because obvious, but more simple. And I'm just gonna use Justin logic for this.
Okay.
Why not just attach a hook to a satellite, then fucking put a rope there and let it hang down to Earth, and then you can hang more shit on space. There
Wait,
you go.
what?
I'm guessing because there's no material that we can have that can be like a cable. And
Okay.
Cost
No, yeah, we do. It's a rope.
Guys,
Someday,
Right,
someone
right.
will invent that.
It's
hold
a
on
rope.
for a second.
Some guys.
People might have difficulty understanding what's going on, so I drew a diagram.
Uh-huh. Is it on MS Paint? Because that doesn't count.
Yep, that's it. That's exactly
Oh,
what
God.
it is. Perfect.
All right, link for that diagram will be in the description of the video, so you can check it out.
Oh my
But
god.
anyway, I want to
just-
get onto the
it's
draft.
Let's move on. Let's
Wait,
move
no.
on.
I have something. One more thing to say about the Justin stupid ass idea or
I also think
JSAI.
that's how he pictures it.
All right, so you're having this object, right? Here's Earth. You have Earth, and this object is hanging.
What the hell?
Like, it's like above Earth. Earth, right here. Got Earth, right? And this object is rotating with Earth around, right?
Uh-huh.
You know how fast that the greater you make the wire, that you'll reach like a threshold to where that object is traveling like the speed of light, because it has to travel the same rotation as Earth, and it's just getting so much wider. So it has to compensate for that small amount of angular like distance. It's gonna
Like
be
I
like,
said-
and it's oh my god, it is gonna be going way too quick, and the tension of the wire will break.
Like I said, future-
Not our problem.
That's why it's
Future
future.
people will take care of that shit.
All right,
All right,
Drafting,
let's
go.
move on, let's move on to giraffes.
Okay,
Really,
the
this
giraffe
is
Yeah, the giraffe one
This
is really good.
makes sense though. Okay,
Sure.
because
No, it doesn't.
the original question that came along was how did giraffes get their long necks?
Evolution.
Exactly. So I was like, all right, how did it evolve? So maybe the animal that came before the giraffe, that would eventually become the giraffe,
A horse.
didn't have a long enough neck to eat either the grass on the ground or the leaves in the trees.
Its neck was so short that it couldn't eat things on the ground.
Well, no, maybe its legs are too high.
I was taking a drink.
Oh boy.
So hold on. Hold up.
No, come on, guys, please.
So hold on.
Let's stay on top.
Let's stay on
You gotta
topic.
think.
These are
Finish.
distractions.
Long legs and a medium-sized neck, right? But eventually the leaves are only they're higher up on like trees and shit.
Well, yeah, because trees evolve.
This is what this creature would look like.
Right,
Well,
right.
I'm
No, I'm following you.
Stumpy ass neck, but I'm just saying, like, it wasn't long enough to what it needed. But eventually came one who had the long enough neck, and my man survived, had hella kids with those long ass necks, and eventually somewhere down the line that became the giraffe.
The short neck ones are just like, yo, the struggle's real.
That's just natural selection kicking in then.
Dude, the medium in both ways, like that poor guy's just like,
He's like,
nothing I do is right.
He just can't eat anything. He's like, I guess I'll just.
I can't look down and eat the grass. I can't look up and eat the trees.
I wish I had a neck.
I'm pretty sure they did evolve because the trees were really high and they were
So,
extending their
to
neck.
clarify, what we have is we had a medium-sized horse, and that became a giraffe. Like one species, one subspecies became a giraffe with
And
a
the-
longer neck
And
and
it became a horse.
longer legs, and the other one grew smaller and had a
Shorter
neck,
legs and a shorter neck.
legs.
Exactly.
So that it could eat the grass on the ground. I'm
Exactly.
just summarizing.
Now tell me how. That's crazy, though.
All right, that's kind of feasible.
All right.
I'm not sure if that actually
the way
happens.
The way
Because
they
it's a
actually-
guy who's obsessed with weed that's saying it.
I'm not.
So what you're saying is that basically
have
Once
so what
in
you're
a
saying-
while, you could toke up your beard right now.
That was for comedic effect.
I'm just so basically for the giraffe theory, half of the giraffe says, "Oh, let's just grow long and just eat the trees," and then the other ones were like, "Fuck it, let's just stay the way we are."
I
guess.
I mean, it all
What-
okay. It all
all right.
started because
Christ.
Evolution
Let's
is just
start-
genetic mutations, and if the genetic mutation survives and it makes that creature more fit to live in that scenario, then they will survive. So the giraffes must have originally had a shorter neck. They ate up all the leaves that were on the lower end of the tree, and then along came one genetically mutated giraffe that had a longer neck, and that one was able to survive more than the other one.
exactly.
So their neck
Well,
just gets
it's
increasingly
like-
larger.
Okay, it's like the Maori tribes. If you compare the size of their skull to the size of a European Caucasian, there's a extra half an inch of bone on their skull because that's how they survived. Like they
Just bash
I'm
each other's
serious.
heads? What the fuck?
Yeah. Because you would survive because you needed to be able to take a really good shot to the head and still live, right?
Wait,
Like,
where
why?
is this that you
Why?
need
Are
to
they
be able to take
fucking-
a shot to the head?
Why are they
No,
like
that's
pulling
what I'm
that
saying.
goat
Like-
shit that they hit each other with their mating? Like what the fuck?
No. I'm saying the tribe, the warring tribes,
Mhm.
like the ones that would survive were the ones who
Ah.
evolved to have extra
Okay, yeah,
protection of their skull. That's what I'm saying. Not they,
What would you need that extra protection in your skull for?
They just like punching
No.
each other in the head.
The
This
way
is
that
fun.
he's
because
saying-
they hit each other with weapons and shit.
Yeah.
What he's saying is that there's people who had thinner skulls, and
Right.
they were killed off during all the fighting. So
Yes.
the people who were left had thicker skulls, and since the ones that died, they can't procreate anymore. All that was left was the thicker
Thick
skull.
Exactly. So
And-
see, is what I'm saying.
It's kind of like if
Or they
somebody's
just make a hat.
You have a friend who's allergic to peanut M&Ms, and then you have a bowl of peanut M&Ms and regular M&Ms. He's gonna start eating the regular M&Ms, and all you're gonna be left with is the peanut ones.
I don't
fuck did we
know if
get
that
from
was a
Humble
fit
Bundles to
example,
Fucking
but-
evolution. That makes
It
no
actually
sense.
The
is.
peanut ones.
I tata Just so Justin, your idea isn't your second idea isn't that crazy. Your first one's fucking retarded.
Yeah, well, no, the first one I will admit is out of its face
Because you were out of your face.
because I was out of my
He's
face when I
Like you were
came
in
up with
space with the ropes at
But the
that time
second
as well.
one is, the second one makes sense. I just have a problem articulating my ideas.
Are you guys still talking
Not
about space
really.
ropes and giraffes?
We finished the giraffe one, and it's not that bad.
Okay. Yeah, the giraffe one isn't as bad as the space one.
Not at all.
But the first time I heard it, I just absolutely lost my mind.
I fucking lost it. No, I
I think that was during our Civ game, actually.
Wait, which
no,
one?
no,
The
that was
draft
in
one?
League.
Space one?
That was in League.
Was it League?
Were you talking about the giraffe one?
Yeah.
Oh, the
I
giraffe
heard it-
one I made a video for. Like that was the intro to one of my videos. I
You can
compared
link
it
that
to
video.
I compared it to Quan Chi, like remember the Mortal Kombat guy, and his fatality.
I completely forgot that you were oh my god. You were like saying just fucking Quan Chi was just running around grabbing the necks of horses and
Yeah,
Just stretching them.
going from horse to horse, just doing his fatality to them.
Anthony, is it bad that when you said Quan Chi, the first thing I thought of was like, which villager was that?
I thought the same thing. Oh, we need to have a section. Maybe
Quan
not.
Chi,
Maybe
the
not
village
right now.
chiropractor.
In
That's it.
a different episode, I think we're gonna have a section. We'll title the video that and everything.
The original Leland.
Oh my god, there is a village of what is it? It's like masterful
a
people,
masters.
Yeah, the
masters
village
in everything. There's a village for this.
Hold on,
Rick
Anthony,
made
do you
this
still
up.
have a subreddit?
Yeah. I
Oh
saw
my god,
this-
there's
The
a
list of the villagers are there.
Really? All right, cool.
Yeah. The
We're
entire
gonna.
village.
I'll link that in the description too, so you guys can check
you
out
have
the
the
village.
village?
But we'll
You
describe
have
the
the
village.
clowns in there and then as well. Ling, Ching, Ping, and Frank.
What?
What?
That's
made
the
a
village
Filthy
idiots.
Frank
Ling,
reference.
Ching, Ping, and Frank.
So, let it be known that today the story master has said that Quan Chi is the village chiropractor.
Oh. That's
Yeah.
good.
Mm.
No, I like that one. How do you disapprove?
There you go.
Wait.
I can't handle it. I can't handle
What?
it.
Quan
Which
Chi,
is-
the village chiropractor.
Quan Chi.
It's like
He's the
Gyro,
master
the gypsy
chiropractor.
gynecologist. Fuck.
Oh yeah, we need a gynecologist in this village.
There you go, Gyro.
Gyro.
That's a
Gyro,
great
the gypsy
word.
gynecologist.
He just goes around checking vaginas.
I'm looking back at the old ones and some of the ones that people made, like Mun Chin, the village fat ass.
Munchin.
This was mine. This was the best one I had. That was Coupon, the village merchant.
Yeah.
We have Lin Tan, the baker man.
Son, the eldest son.
You know Young, the village elder. You Dumb, the village idiot. Fu Q, the village whore. Li Lin, the master potter. On Tap, the village brewer. Lu Bu, the village blacksmith.
On tap.
On Tap.
I really love how you didn't even like try and spell it creatively.
I didn't write
You
this.
just put on tap.
I did not
it
write.
just says
Somebody
it just
else
says-
wrote this down.
O-N space T-A-P. Like on
Some-
tap. Like we have that on tap.
Someone
Like
else
you
wrote
didn't
this.
spell it like A-H-N, you know.
No, yeah, no, like
T-A-H.
on.
Yeah, you know, something like that. No, it's just on tap. That's just what it is.
Well, we can always.
B Doof, the spiritual beaver.
My favorite
That's it.
personally.
Chin,
my
the
favorite.
fortune teller.
Chin the fortune teller is my favorite. And like the description is perfect. When he was born, he saw so far into the future that he saw the past, saw his own birth, and went blind. So he doesn't need sight because he's known everything.
And Chin the fortune teller and Lin Tan the baker man combined forces to make fortune cookies.
God.
Because Chin wanted a better medium to get his fortunes out.
And then Ponchi, that's my favorite.
Ponchi the royal dog.
Ponchi-
John the foreigner.
Oh,
Oh,
he,
he,
said-
I
he
forgot
said
about
he
him.
how once in the village.
They celebrated for a week. He's the master foreigner.
Well, he's the best foreigner there is.
Yeah.
His name is John.
John the foreigner.
Oh.
Yo,
God.
Munchin, the village fat ass.
No.
Lintan, the baker man, fed him 40 cakes once. 40 cakes, that's 4 tins, and that's terribly gluttonous.
I didn't make that one.
That's it. I'm done.
Boogie,
I'm done.
the dancing master.
I can't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't even. I can't.
Oh yeah, Boogie. I
He's the
forgot about
village.
Boogie. Oh, that's so good.
Fu Q, if she thinks about someone hard enough, they can orgasm.
God.
Dude, the village is great.
Yeah.
It's a scary place to be.
All right, it all started because I think we were at a PTQ, right?
Yeah, we were at a PTQ.
And I was talking because I was watching like some K-pop bands or whatever, and I was like, all the dudes look like chicks. And then like I saw like some pictures of old. We were reading something in high school at the time, The Good Earth, and they were like showing pictures of like what women like the wives looked like back then. They were just butch as hell because they were working the fields. So I was like, what is it with like all these people? Like their men look like women, and their women are just like butch and manly. So it was like, Father, it is me, Quinn's son, the eldest son. I have spent the day combing my hair and writing a poem about a flower I found. And then, what was the name of the daughter?
Oh,
There goes our Asian demographic. Jesus Christ.
our what demographic?
Asian.
Oh, I'm sure.
We lost Justin. Now we have you feeling it now, Mr. Justin.
Wait, what was it? It's Queen of the Meek and the Powerful. That's the whole thing.
Queen Sai, Queen of the Meek and the Powerful. And she's like, Father, I have chopped down the mightiest redwood in the forest with my forehead.
I had to carry the oxen back because they grew tired.
Oxen grew tired from plowing, so I carried them to the barn.
I chopped
So
down
for
a
that
tree with my
humble bundle, am I
forehead.
right?
And then, like, it died after that for a long time. And then we were at Ant's house. Anthony does not have medicine cabinets in his house. Because Juan was looking for, like, Advil or something. But
How do you not have medicine cabinets?
I'm a natural healer, dude.
So I came, I was like, what? Did Quan Chi bless your father with eternal life? And Juan,
And it just went from there.
We have more now.
and Anthony has an original Lee Lin pot.
Oh yeah, the original Lee Lin.
The original
The Master
Lee-
Potter created that.
He created a pot that's absorbed all the water from an oncoming flood and saved the village.
It's that pot.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have any water now?
No, now it has quarters.
It's not as
Yeah, like $8 billion for the quarters.
Are you trying to fill it up eventually, and then like?
That'd be crazy. It's at
Fill it
like,
up with your singles.
it's like 1/3.
one
Yeah.
third
Make
filled
it
up with
rain
gold
on that
quarters.
pot, dude.
Yo, bartending
No,
though.
When you have change, it's called making it hail.
Making it hail. I
Oh, that's painful.
like that.
I don't think strippers would like that.
Throwing like
So-
quarters.
It's like you run into a strip club and just whip fistfuls of change.
Make it hell, bitch! Just pelting her with quarters.
Christ.
Boy.
So, about that humble bundle, am I right?
Oh yeah, forever we
Yeah,
talking about that.
Yeah, fuck it.
Jeez. Wow, that took a huge tangent.
So let's totally not talk about the comic one. Let's talk about the weekly one
You can
instead.
just edit around this.
So we can actually relate.
Sure, yeah. Let's tell me about it,
I-
Eddie. I don't know.
So
anything
this
about
one is called the Humble Bundle Weekly Co-op.
Mm.
Do you guys know what that is? Anthony, do you know what that is?
Which one?
Yes. Anyway,
What?
one of the games in there.
I want you to say what you said again. I didn't hear you.
No. It's the Humble Bundle Weekly Co-op. One of the.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
I said, you know what that is? Co-op.
Oh, you're just butt mad
It's a
because I won't play
multiplayer
this game.
experience that you don't never want to do with anybody.
Oh my god! You know what's funny?
Damn.
You know what's funny? After this thing
Shots
was over,
fired.
after this thing was over, I was gonna ask who wanted to play League, but you know,
Damn.
I guess I'll just fap it in solo queue.
I guess you will.
Do you know how many patches behind?
Yeah, that's the
I
only
have?
way you're gonna get out of Diamond 5.
Yeah, no shit,
Yo,
right?
While you're
I'm
on
diamond. I'm diamond 3 now. So how about
Oh,
that?
That Diamond 2?
Sorry.
I was in my qualifier and then I got trolled really hard.
I'm in Tin 6.
Shout outs
It
to
is
the guy
League of
named
Legends.
Shout outs to this guy named Lackey who I had 5 games with and he fucking trolled the shit out of me.
Dude, I'm,
Alright,
I'm,
guys.
I'm just forever
I
gonna
had
be.
5 straight games with him.
Nice.
He was bad.
I'm forever gonna be Cardboard 7. I've already accepted it.
Cardboard 7.
Yo, I haven't played a game of rank.
Sand
I'm
5.
level 24.
Oh,
That's-
God.
Fun fact,
that's
for
why I
anybody
play
stuck in
games.
bronze, in League of Legends, like, fucking play some normals as just Garen. Try to master the art of Garen, and you can get yourself out of bronze.
Or if anybody's stuck in bronze, quit while you're ahead.
SpongeBob 2001 Fisher Price
Dude,
Dan.
you guys think I'm
Garen
making it as a
top
joke, like try to
games.
master the art of Garen, excuse me. I got out of bronze. I got out of bronze solely by playing Garen. And
I am
Garen.
Garon, the master of spin.
The Master Gyrator.
But anyway, going back to the Humble Bundle, like, do you guys have played Sanctum 2? I know you have, Andrew, but how about the rest?
I think I've played it. Yeah, I have it in my Steam account.
Sanctum 2. I haven't played Sanctum 1. I bought it because it seemed like an interesting concept. Because I like tower defense games, but they mix tower defense with first-person shooter.
Yeah,
like
From what I
it.
it's
understand.
pretty fun.
It's pretty
pretty-
fun.
Shut up, Anthony.
What's up?
Shut up, Anthony.
What'd I do?
I didn't think you say anything.
Oh no, I heard somebody inhale, and I just assumed it was you because I'm looking at something else.
There's the exhale. Great.
That was
That's-
me.
So, Awesome Knots is a really fun game. If no one's ever played it, it's a MOBA, but it's a side scroller.
Mhm.
We used to have a lot of fun. We used to play all the time, and then we stopped because all of you were forgets.
Actually, I
which-
believe we
wait.
stopped because I pissed off Anthony to the point.
That is very
He-
true. I didn't want to
yeah.
say that out loud, but yes.
Wait,
I don't
which-
know why you wouldn't just want to say that. You
Wait,
just,
wait,
should just say it.
Oh my god. Yeah. That game was fun. I like Leon. Leon's really fun. But
You like the worst character in the game. Good for
All
you.
about no. No, it's
what
just,
do you mean the worst character in the game? Leon's
that character fucking sucks.
Leon's amazing. He's got he's got like a blitzcrank arm, and he's like an assassin. So you arm somebody in, and you just destroy them. And you go stealth, and you move faster.
It's like
And
if Shaco and Blitzcrank had a child with a lizard.
that's the gayest shit I ever heard. It works. It's so good.
It's like if Shaco and Blitzcrank had a really dumb, retarded child, and that would be Leon.
I'm so
And
mad
then
that
you would play the monkey. What was his name? Vlad?
Oh, the monkey's the best, though.
Yeah, monkey's the best.
I don't know what he's called, but he's called the Monkey Man in my heart.
Imagine a league player who had like a continuous move that they can use that's outside of turret range, but they could hit turrets.
Yeah, no shit, right? No,
Okay,
but it never
do that.
it never
Dude, it
got
would
to
be-
the straight.
It would be like sieged up siege tank 24/7.
Hey, can't Sniper do that at max range in Dota? Can't he
What?
stand outside a tower aggro and just
Yes.
start poking at it?
I
Yeah.
hate Sniper.
In Smite, there's a few characters who could hit the Titan without actually being in range of Titan.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The
Ao
Dingabonger wannabe.
Ra, Scylla, they could actually hit the Titan over the wall.
Oh, I didn't know Magic actually did damage to the Titan guy.
Only the Titan. The Phoenix and the towers, no.
Okay, so you can't backdart hard as hell. But like if you're up, cause all right, that makes sense. Because killing the Phoenix isn't down for that long. So like if you kill Phoenix, and then like you have a shot at the boss guy, then it makes sense that you can like magic him and stuff.
Yeah.
All
So you have
right.
a small window to kill him
Yeah.
before the Phoenix pops back up.
Yeah. Smite's so good. That's another one.
Smite's very good.
I'm really happy that Smite found its like own like niche of people that like are down to play nothing but Smite, and they
I
have
really like something that I seriously want to do is get a list of all the MOBAs that are out right now and just kind of like play the majority of them and talk about them because there's a lot out there right now. It's a
Yo,
big thing.
what was it? What was it? Mid-month MOBA or MOBA?
MOBA,
Mobile Mondays.
mid-month MOBA.
That I single-handedly ruined, by the way.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, you
but,
did.
did.
You did the week before Dota 2 week.
Yeah, Justin was so
I did.
super for 2 week, and then I was like, I'm done. I'm done with it. And yeah,
Because you
I
would be in a
single-handedly
negative
ruined
Nancy.
that. So
Your
yeah.
chat was like, "Why isn't this league like
yeah.
the only thing that matters in the world?" Like,
Well, I mean, I just have to face
The only
facts.
game
Like,
that-
I gotta say that's one thing I really don't like about your chat is how they try to relate everything and anything with League.
well, that's what I'm known for, dude. They're league people. That's just
Still,
like,
we're playing
Well, that's
Dark
one of
Souls.
League of
Stop saying like,
Legends team.
That's
You're
like to
playing
some degree, I think the short-sightedness of like some league players or like people like that, and like we gotta hand it to them too. Like I think your demographic is probably a little on the younger side with some of them like fucking Scrambled is like 12 or whatever.
you know what's funny? I actually asked my chat one day, like, hey, how old is everybody? And most of them were like 18 and up, which was cool.
Really?
Yeah.
You actually have a lot of
Which is
Nordic
good.
people in your.
Yeah, my chat in comparison to maybe like Uber Dangers is just like insane. Uber Dangers, they're like, and like mine aren't like that. They're like, I don't know, I like it. I bet it's not as many people, so you know.
You should have seen the early days at Uber Danger's stream when he only had like one screen on his computer and
Yes.
he couldn't see the chat. So I'm a mod and I'm telling everybody like, guys, I understand you're trying to interact with Uber Danger, but the motherfucker has one screen. He can't see anything you're saying.
That's if you're a streamer, that's a must. You need another screen.
Dude, he had
No,
his
that's not
Skype on it. He had everything on it. And he was just
He
like,
had
whatever.
everything.
His
on
personal Facebook. Like he's just like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, let's play League of Legends, I guess. It was
bad.
bad.
it. And he got partner the first time he did it.
Well, yeah, but that's because he had over 100,000 subs already.
Yeah.
Like they'll just give it to you at that point.
I think
Like-
you can apply for it if you just start streaming and you have like you're known for from another source like YouTube or you're just
Even
a celebrity or
It even says in their thing Twitter.
Didn't you mention how a porn artist that like literally could not? I'm just calling it a porn artist, but I actually meant
Artist.
porn
I
actress.
like that, a porn artist.
Somebody gets
You know what I
paid
call it
loud.
now? A porn artist.
Okay.
A woman, I think.
Mia
Was,
Porn?
I,
Her name's-
I
her
don't know.
name's
I don't know
Mia
her
Rose.
fucking name, but
Her name is. It's Mia Rose.
yeah, didn't she literally just go from like porn to playing League of Legends, and like she was playing bot matches, and she was already partnered.
Yeah, she had like
Aw.
5,000 people.
That is some
man.
next level shit, dude.
they're probably just like take off your shirt. Like
Yeah.
they were just people just like being dicks like that.
They're like, like one. All right, I looked in that chat for maybe like a minute, and like I saw at least 4 instances where people were
Wait.
like, "I'm watching you on this site. You're sucking this big black cock," and she's just like, like trying to like last hit.
Oh, it's such a
the
bad
whole
idea.
chat is.
What's your
I would
blood?
imagine the
Show
whole
us
chat
your
would be like.
blood.
I would imagine that whole chat would be like, get a cup.
Yeah.
Imagine that whole chat's all it is.
Can you imagine somebody who's just like followed her actress career for like since the beginning, and then he's like, "Oh man, this is gonna be so awesome." She's streaming now. He's like, "I can't fap to this."
What the
Whoa,
hell?
Rick, you just put her actress career in quotes. They were actresses.
Have you seen them act?
It's their form of acting.
You try acting with a dick in your mouth.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
not
you.
acting. That's
You
real
try
life.
acting with a dick in your mouth, sir.
I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure Eddie was or Rick was talking about the acting before the dick in the mouth starts.
All right. Here's the way I see it.
I
Have
mean,
you not seen?
We can't
Say
put
that
this.
it's
We
good
can't put this
acting.
on the internet.
Yes, you
This
can.
can't leave this.
All right. Here's the way I see it.
PG-13.
If your job is to just get fucked by somebody, that's fine. I'll respect you. Just put that as your job. Don't say actress because I've seen you act, and every time you speak, it ruins it.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's like,
Oh God, Eddie.
officer, what's going on? All of a sudden, my clothes are off, and I don't know what's going here. What's happening? And he's like, "Well, I know what to do about this. Just reach into my pants, and everything's gonna be fine." That's not acting. That's
Well,
just-
actually, you know what? That right there is like a 5-star porn movie right there.
exactly.
Watch it for the plot, dude. Watch it.
Yo, I used to watch the Cinemax porn for the plot. That shit is hilarious.
Like, have you ever seen?
Evan Stone, that dude's hilarious. Like,
Oh.
Lexi.
you guys know what I'm talking about? Some
Yeah.
of you do.
No, not at all. Actually,
Evan Stone, Nicole Sheridan, what was that other dude? He's fucking hilarious. But like,
Lexington Steele.
no, I'm not.
Lexington.
Did you
Lexington
see his fucking
Steele.
face?
I'm talking about this like actual like they're like genie in a string bikini. Like, do you guys not know any? Like,
Genie in a string bikini.
Wait. You know,
yeah, I'm talking about like Cinemax porn movies. Like, you can't see dick or balls or vagina.
It's
you-
softcore.
Yeah, it's softcore. I forgot which comedian it was, but he explained it as like it kind of looks like they're moving furniture around. Like, you know, like you see this and they're just like like but the plot is hilarious to like all of them.
One of my favorite titles for a porno parody is Gladiator.
Glad he
Oh. There was a
my
like a
God.
mega list of that
There was
that we were reading. And
Men
some of
in
them were-
Black.
Oh. Oh, that's just bad images.
That's it.
Wait,
Oh.
all right, let's see.
Negro and my daughter.
Edward's penis hands. That's it. Like, if you see a clip from it, it's just like a dude with like dildos where his hands should be.
Hold on, I actually looked up
Conversation makes me sad.
Yo, Evan Stone has been in some crazy stuff. Fuck My Mom and Me 17. Barefoot Confidential 71. There's like 70 of those? Holy shit.
You could IMDb porn.
I think porn stars, yeah, they're on IMDb.
Yeah, they are.
yeah, because they're technically actors and actors.
Look at Andrew's
Thank you.
face. Like, really?
They may not be good at acting or act, but they do it.
But I'm looking for like this whole series of Cinemax shit that they did that was just hilarious. And
Genie in a string bikini.
Genie in a string bikini is one of them. There was
That's
like
the
a
name of a
whole
movie?
What
There's
the
a whole-
fuck?
yeah.
It's just Eddie. I just love how it's like, oh, by the way, guys, so here's our podcast, and we like video games, and we like to talk about video games, but actually,
Yeah, we talk about
but
everything.
actually porn.
We're not
Hey.
showing it.
I said we'll talk about everything.
Yeah, we talk. It's a pointless agenda. Huh? Oh, by the way, I'm gonna get this out
You
because
just slap like a PG-13 thing on there. It's fine.
I'm very proud of this. Like, oh, all right, yeah, we should talk. I'm gonna talk about like the origin of pointless agenda, like the
Yeah,
You guys
why not?
do that.
Let's talk about it.
I have
Like-
to go for a second. I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, well, do you know the origin?
Yeah, Rick knows.
Okay, well then I don't need you. Get away from me.
He just throws that.
Yeah, fine. Fuck you too, Rick. Jeez.
No, all right. So, pointless agenda was Danny's website for his webcomics. That was originally what pointless agenda was.
Do you have
And-
any webcomics?
Yeah, he had a couple, but then like he, I don't know, he just stopped doing it, and
You should probably show some of them.
No.
you still have them saved.
I have them saved, but no.
How about I
bitch.
pay you for them?
You can pay me for them.
Of course.
Keep going.
All right, but yeah, I came up with the name Pointless Agenda, and I'm very proud of it. That's all. That's the
All right,
like
that
the,
was a good story. That was a
So
good
the-
ass story. Then,
the origin of Pointless Agenda was just it was Danny's website, and we really like the name, and I'm super happy that we got to use it again for the podcast because I think it works still, and I think it's really good.
I think it's more applicable now than it was.
I think it's more than the webcomic.
Yeah.
Well, no, because the webcomic kind of left you open to like it was a pointless agenda, so you could just do it about whatever the hell you wanted.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it
Can I
was still
point
really
out something
open.
real
But
quick?
But that's Pointless Agenda podcast. We could do it. We could talk about Genie in a string bikini and whatever the hell else we want to talk about.
I
With
just want
that-
to point this out real quick because this is bothering me for a bit. I'm looking at the Skype thing, and you know how we're all together and stuff.
Yeah.
I hate that, like, it's me, and I'm like a really, like, I got a full set of, like, beard and, like, a long hair, and right above me is this fucking clean-shaven dude with, like, a nice combed hair.
He
I'm talking
became
about Andrew specifically.
he came prepared. So how about that?
Came prepared, indeed. It
Huh?
bothers me. Like, I literally woke up, washed my face, and I was like, podcast!
time
I didn't even shower for this
He's
shit.
just like, "Psh, time to feel the podcast.
Time to feel the podcast. I just need my red Marlboros.
Oh, Andrew!
We're getting back-
Andrew, you son of a bitch! Go get me a pack of Marlboro Reds, and I'll let you play a game of League of Legends with your friends.
Marbles.
Damn
Damn it, Mom! No.
Mom, just let me play. Let me get my friends.
Horsley is stupid.
Oh,
And your jokes aren't funny.
Yeah.
You and your friends are fucking idiots.
Ainsley Harriet is stupid. Go get me my cigarettes.
Marble Ritz.
I think my favorite thing with Andrew and his mom is that when
I think
he-
Justin's muted. Justin's definitely be muted.
no, it was
Fucking Ainsley
Ainsley Horsley is
We got it. We got the slight laugh. The first podcast is a success.
Oh,
Wait,
man,
just let it ride. Let it ride out.
I look like I'm Chinese because of Justin's
Now there goes our Asian demographic.
Justin has a very, very contagious laugh. for
Justin's
all of
laugh-
us.
What set him off?
Justin's laugh is Ainsley Horsley. It did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the day that Andrew died.
Yep.
that's-
Andrew's mom.
No,
Andrew, what
Yes.
did I tell you about having fun?
we
Was that laughter I heard, Andrew?
Get back in the basement.
Oh,
Andrew's
whoops,
like, I
that's my
can't laugh,
fucking alarm.
guys. My mom's sleeping in the next room.
We didn't
Time to wake up, Eddie.
have a basement because when I lived there, I lived in the living room. It was like
Oh.
a 650 square foot condo.
Dude, oh, I remember that. Dude, when we said
that,
that,
that was my favorite thing. That's what I was trying to get to.
I think we said, yeah.
when she went to sleep, like you were like literally like sitting on top of her head trying to pull it.
That was the joke. She was the computer chair.
Yeah.
Like guys, like my mom's sleeping, so like I'm done. I can't say anything. And we're like, what? Like you can't. Like it would be the funniest thing for just to get you to go like, damn. Because you're like, I can't speak. I swear, I can't wake my mom up. So I thought like your mom was like the chair, and you were like on like the computer, like trying to not like click too hard because she would be like, and like smack.
Yo,
It was like the game Don't Wake
Berserk,
Daddy.
we need this animated, please. Thank you, Sketch Toys. I will love you forever.
What?
Thank
I'm sure Berserk.
What you just described, I need it in a sketch toy.
And
That's
animation.
what I need.
Yeah.
I will pay money for that.
I
The,
need
the
Ainsley
game
Horsley
pretty
in
much
that sketch
was
toy.
try to get Andrew in trouble by making him laugh.
Mm.
So when he just went quiet and started typing, we knew that like his mom was sleeping like on his back. So so we would just say the most ridiculous stuff and trying to get him to laugh, and then you would hear like an explosion of laughter for a second, and then you would hear like, Andrew, what did I say about happiness in the house?
All right, listen, Rick. You're gonna sign us off, but you're gonna sign us off in the persona of Andrew's mom.
Oh, so we're closing? Okay.
We're gonna close it cast for now. Yeah.
Andrew, you and your friends are being too loud. I was napping. Do you understand what that means? Somebody sneezed and I heard it. I have to be up now. Andrew!
Great. All right, everybody. From all of us here at the Agenda with No Point, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching,
Goodbye.
guys.
Have a good time.
Get a cup. Goodbye.